Alright, so this is a guide on how to do Gamatoto slash energy glitch. It's pretty easy. All you're going to want to do is make sure you have a firewall app. I have no root firewall. It's always worked for me. I wouldn't say it. I think there's some alternatives, but I'm not quite sure what those are. I believe, oh my god, if I find out what it's called, I'll put it in the description. But for now, I just use this. It should work on any Android version that's up to date. Obviously, I'm running it through BlueStacks, as you can see. But I mean, it'll work on Android. You'll be fine. So what you're going to want to do is make sure BattleCats is closed, and you want to go into your settings, go to your date and time settings, and just turn off automatic date and time. Set it back exactly 2 days. Once you've done that, go back to your home and open up BattleCats, and in the skip section of the intro, open up your firewall and turn it on. Then head back to BattleCats. Skip. I do this inside of the legend stage category, but I think you can do it in others. It's just, I had more success here. Skip anything it pops up and go to Gamatoto. Back out of here. Reset the date and time to automatic. Back to BattleCats. Skip through all of this here. Ward, etc, etc. Send them on another expedition. Firewall off. Back to BattleCats, and once updating data goes away, you're good. Now you can go on any stage you want, and you have full energy. And this is how the glitch works. Now, there are a few things here that work. You don't have to be so pedantic with it. For example, if you're a bit slow, you're going to get red text on Gamatoto. Actually, let me see if I can demonstrate that. Let me see if I can demonstrate the red text. We'll just redo it again, and I'll be a bit slower, and we'll see if I can get it to work. It will work whether or not it has red text for updating data. You just need to be quick. So even though the red text might slow up, even though it might show up, I mean, you should be okay. Just go through again. Same as before. This time we're just going to mess around, pretend we did this really slowly. We'll just be like, ooh, I don't really want you anymore, Loki, bye. We don't really want... I'm just... let's just check on stuff. Wow, guys. Okay, now that should be long enough. Here, so this here. Even if this shows up from you being too slow, turn off the firewall, back in, and it will still work. It only gets difficult, I believe, if you leave it more than a couple minutes. It needs to be within the same sort of time frame. So that's how that works there. Apart from that, it works really well. Obviously, I've only been playing for just over 2 weeks, and my Gamatoto level 88. I have all the cat size from Gamatoto farming. Very useful. Because I've just been doing a speedrun. I'm not the quickest speedrunner ever, but as you can see, it's been fairly successful. So I recommend if you're wanting to not take as much time, especially for treasure farming. I've not done my Cats of the Cosmos yet, but I did all of these here with energy glitch farming because it's just, oh, it's so much better. I took maybe, for both of these total, probably about 12 hours straight of manual farming, and that was with the energy glitch. I've had accounts in the past take, oh god, like months to treasure farm, and I just don't want to do that again. I hate treasure farming. Also, something to note, the way this glitch works, I believe, is by going, when you go back 2 days, it feeds into your offline energy, and then when you go online, it converts that to your, you get your offline energy, but you don't use it because you're online again. So this also, because it's going back 2 days, it also resets events. So for example, actually I might be able to demonstrate this, but pretty much if I were to do an outbreak right here, and when I did the energy glitch, it would regenerate the outbreak in a new place. So it could be really good for regenerating events too. One note of caution is if you're doing Enigma stages, I don't have any right now, but these little maps at the top, when it says complete, if you you know, unlock the Enigma stage and you get like Hunter's Map 1 or whatever, if you then energy glitch, it will count as passing the 24-hour timer the Enigma stages are available for, and the Enigma stage will disappear. So make sure you don't energy glitch when you have Enigma stages you haven't beaten. As long as they just say complete or they're researching, you're fine, but after you click on it and it's unlocked, do not energy glitch if you don't want it to go away. Everything else should be good. It doesn't regenerate the clear up to however many times, but it doesn't come back. That's just very straight up set on its own clock. I'm trying to think of other things it affects. I think that's the primary thing off the top of my head. I can't remember, to be honest. That's just kind of what I've been using it for. But I hope you have great success with it. If you have any questions, just post a comment, and I will take a look whenever I get the chance. I do have one last thing to add on at the end. If you're going to set up a macro for Gamatoto farming, that does work. That's what I've done, for the most part. Basically, what you want to do is... Actually, I might be able to demonstrate. I'm going to do another demonstration. Let's do another demonstration. You have to take note of all the events that are going to happen during the Gamatoto, which you might not account for. Also, every single day you want to do a Gamatoto farm, you have to redo the macro, because obviously the date changes, and it's, you know, you need to go back exactly 2 days. So if you click on the exact same spot, it's going to be 3 days ago, 4 days ago, etc, etc. What I do is I open Gamatoto, set the date back to normal, and then just in case there's any assistants that pop up or any level ups, I'll just spam click. I'll hover my mouse over like the reward section, click it, and be like, okay, there's that done. Then I'll click it maybe like 1, 2, 3, maybe like a 4th, just in case of a helper showing up, or then send them on an expedition. No root firewall, back in, we're good. Although I didn't get any level ups or any helpers just then, obviously if you only click like twice and then maybe in like 30 minutes you get a helper show up, your macro isn't going to click through it and you're just going to get stuck in a loop that doesn't actually work. So I highly recommend just doing that to be on the safe side. This is how it goes for stages too. Obviously, if you're going to macro a stage, unless the stage has enemies come out at very specific times, you're always going to win the stage at a different time. So whenever I macro a stage, especially with energy glitching, keep in mind the stages are going to move in order throughout the day as new stages get added or removed. So that's really difficult. That's why, oh god, I usually just only energy glitch for an hour of a stage is available. Or if it's in like a dead zone, like here, this would be a good dead zone to macro farm in with the energy glitch, because nothing is going to pop up or go away, which would disrupt the chain. So like, for example, if Ninja Awaken started right now, it would obviously put some of these down a rank. So then like if a macro's coming in and be like, oh, I want to do Silver Week. Oh, Silver Week is 1 down. So then it clicks on Machines in Revolt instead. That wouldn't happen because Ninja Awaken isn't up here. But you know what I mean, right? It just moves in order, so you'll click on the wrong stage. I usually just leave these, unless it's in a dead zone like I just showed you with nothing happening. I usually just do these with leaderships, just because I get to stay inside the map, right? So it's a lot easier. As you can see, I've done a lot of Silver Anniversary. It is not fun. And that's the main thing with that. Yeah, it's pretty good. Macro farm honest is good. Just be aware of that if you're going to be doing that with energy glitching. And with Gamatoto, just be aware of that too. I always end my macros after I reset the firewall and I turn it off, and I open up BattleCats. Once updating data disappears, I close BattleCats, I reopen the settings, and then I close the macro, and then I put it on a loop, and that's usually what I do. It works very well, as you can see with my Gamatoto level. Definitely recommend if you're interested. It does speed up the game a lot, but like I said, I've already had like 5 accounts in the past. I've been playing the game for like 7 years. I'm just doing a speedrun, which isn't very fast, I know, but it still works. Now I hope this helped. Sorry if this is a closing segment that I made after the initial recording, because I forgot that I didn't mention it. Alright, take care.